It's the opposite. No one cares about you. So build the network, build the support team, build your friendships around people who actually care about you. And you'll probably be better off. You'll have more positivity if you surround yourself with people who actually care about you. I'm on location and I thought that I would go over this topic of, positivity in the hobby and sort of like what is actually positive and what's toxic and negative. And so hopefully you guys will stick with me on this topic. So one of the things that I've seen over the last couple of years, especially since the sports card influencers have become huge since 2019, is that this idea of positivity in the hobby space. First, we had the great curator who said we need to be gatekeepers, and I understand what he was saying, except that the problem is the people who want to be gatekeepers tend to be the worst people, and that's because they're narcissists. Like if you have the desire to be in charge of everyone, you're a narcissist. Nobody wants to be in charge of everyone, because anybody with any leadership experience knows being in charge of everyone is a real pain in the neck. Now, I'm a CEO, I'm a former superintendent, I'm a former principal of schools. Like, I work with CEOs, I work with leaders, I work with elected officials. I worked in politics for over 10 years. I got practically 14 people elected to public office. So I've worked with people who are in charge and who supervise many, many people. And from what I'll tell you of the experience, managing people is a lot of work. I don't know if you've ever looked in the mirror and kind of seen your own ugly side, but imagine someone else having to deal with your ugly side and then paying you a paycheck and going, why can't you just do your job? So anyway, this is the point. If you are upset, and we've seen lawsuits on YouTube from big creators to small creators, if you're upset by anything that someone says in the hobby, here's my recommendation. Take a deep breath. That's right. Turn off your social media, take a deep breath, and write down why you're so mad. Because I'm going to tell you that unless someone is actually reporting false information, not opinions, not that they don't like you, but false information, and you have evidence of that false information, then you need to calm down. And that would make the hobby more positive, because we would have less drama on YouTube and on social media and less people attacking each other than what we have right now. Now, I know that a lot of people are pissed off and get pissed off at the sports card radio bros. I don't know why. I honestly don't know why. You have to just accept them for who they are. It is who they are. They don't like being called names, which I don't blame them. I didn't think that I did. I thought I called them, a professional name. I called them journalists, and they got mad at me for calling them journalists. They're like, we're not journalists. What is he talking about? I don't know. At this point, I would classify them, and again, they're going to get pissed off at me, but I would classify them as frat bros. That's all. And you could take that for what it's worth. They might be insulted by that. They also might be take that as a compliment. I don't know, because nobody ever talks about where they're coming from. So let me talk about where I'm coming from. I've been in this hobby for 40 years or over 40 years. I like being able to interact with people, but I like being able to talk to people about sports and cards. And if you care about my life, then we could talk about that too. But I don't assume that you care about me at all. I don't assume that. In fact, I expect you to not care about me. And I think that's sort of the issue that we have, at least in society today, is that everybody seems to think that everybody else cares about you. And that's just not true. It's the opposite. No one cares about you. So build the network, build the support team, build your friendships around people who actually care about you. And you'll probably be better off. You'll have more positivity if you surround yourself with people who actually care about you. Now, what I used to tell my students, and so I'll share that with you, is you need to be the most important person in your life. And the reason that you need to be the most important person is because if you're not, who's going to care about you? Who's going to take care of you? Do you think that other people are going to go out of their way to make sure that you're okay? Now, I know you expect that, and I know we want society to do mindfulness and mental health awareness and all this, like, oh, you know, I'm here for you. It's all lip service. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about you. And if that adds to the toxicity and negativity, I'm sorry, but it's the truth. And the more that we lean into the truth, I think we get to a more positive place because we don't set ourselves up for failure. Now, I'm hoping that you stayed with me for this one. Again, this didn't have much to do with sports cards or sports. This is more having to do with life. And again, that's what this channel is all about. It's sports cards, and life. And if you want to have conversations about those three things, you're welcome here. In fact, put it down in the comments. What do you want to talk about? Now, I'm going to put a whole bunch of polls out to find out when you guys want me to actually publish new videos. So do you want it in the morning? Let's say between 8 to 11 a.m. Do you want it in the afternoon? So pretty much from 12:30 to like 3? Or do you want the evening? And I'll put a poll up. You tell me. And I'm going to also ask more questions. If there are things that you want me to cover, if there are things that you want me to talk about, or you have questions, put them down below, and I will get to them. That's what this channel is all about. It's a conversation between me and you on sports cards, and life. I hope that was good. If not, I'll try again. I'm just taking swings. All the big YouTubers, all of the big YouTubers basically have said at this point, 2025 going into 2026, if you want to be on YouTube, it's just like baseball. You have to get your at-bats in. I've been producing a show or a video every single day except for Saturday now for 3 weeks. I'm getting my at-bats in. Hopefully you see this getting better. I don't know. All I know is that I have much less editing to do, which is much less stressful for me, for my own mental health. There we go. For my own mental health, it is easier to do these videos. But let me know what you want to talk about. Other than that, I will see you tomorrow.